Hello, hello, this is Budgets with Grace, and today I will be budgeting my paycheck using the software YNAB. This is my joint budget with my fiance, so it is both our paychecks. And first and foremost, I gotta say, YNAB, I'm disappointed in you. So, I'm a UX designer, and what that means is I'm a user experience designer. And the easiest way to explain that is I think about the experience people have when they use products. So, if you imagine a door, imagine what it's like to walk through a door. It seems pretty simple, but now imagine a different kind of door, like a residential door versus a public space door versus a door that has to have a label on it that says pull. And the whole idea is I have the skills to design a door that you can look at it and understand how to use it, whether it's a push, a pull, a rotate, what have you. So if you don't know what UX designer is, I hope that makes it pretty clear. I mostly work on software, of course, not literal doors. So when I saw this UI update, which stands for user interface update, I saw this fat header in the top of all of my accounts. And guess what? This is not giving me any new information. As a user that uses YNAB, every day, I'm a power user. This is just eating up my screen real estate. Like, look how fewer transactions I could see here. Like, just kind of estimating this height. Let's say that's like 4 extra transactions that is no longer in my screen when I'm looking at this. And again, it's not giving me any new information. This reconciled 2 days ago. That used to be contained over here. Checking, like, I know it's a checking account. You don't have to tell me. There's a checkbox that says linked here, and that is already shown over here. Plus, like, after I set up the linking, I don't really need to see this. Like, why? Why do I need to see this, YNAB? And then even more so, they keep this section below that header, so it's like doubling the height of the header. And it's also so far away from the reconcile button. Like, wouldn't you want these two elements to be much closer together so people's eyes could more easily track to see these numbers? Like, I'm just... And then there's this pencil. Look at how big this button is. It's huge. And again, I can already do this with a much smaller area. Like, I never edit my accounts. Like, once I set this up, I can't remember the last time I looked in here. So I would say a swing and a miss, YNAB. With love, a UX designer. And I just wonder how they were testing this. Like, this just is letting you see the little, like, nerdy part of my brain. Like, how did they validate this design? Did they show it to users that had never used YNAB before? Did they show it to power users? What was the success criteria? Were they trying to see if they could immediately recall exactly all of the settings of their account? Or is it that they can easily use their transaction log? The screen should be so utilitarian. And I don't know, if you really want to have that up there, just why would you make it fixed? Like, why would you keep this in view? I don't want to see it. All right, small rant over. If anybody at YNAB sees this, respect. I'm sure you guys had your own, like, objectives and reasons for doing this, but it's bad, okay? All right, so now that that's through, I'm going to take these two transactions. These are our paychecks, and I can just hit approve. And now I'll go into the budget area. So I do have some overspending. So I put this under MISC. This is a charge for some shipping. I left my jacket at the hotel we stayed at in Oregon last month, and they just finally shipped it back to me. So I thought about this. I put it in MISC, but I think I'll actually put it into the travel fund. What is that called? CSAD. And now I will just cover this from ready to assign. And November is technically, it says this large amount is underfunded, but that is not accurate because I've been moving money around and it's just kind of throwing that off a bit. So I am going to select everything with this checkbox, accordion everything up together, and just uncheck big day because that's where most of the moves are happening. And now it says underfunded 15. I'm pretty sure that is under frequent and it's for the MISC. And yep, I don't need to fund that. So November is looking great. So I'll move forward to December and I'll click on underfunded. So we can see it goes to cover the bills. I changed like my bill like category structure. So I have simple bills and complex bills. So simple bills happen every month. Complex bills are more like my true expenses or sinking funds for things that actually have a date on them. That looks good to me. Food, that looks good. Frequent. All right, I'm just gonna keep in mind that I want to take this gifts. I wish I could just deselect it and like not fund it. Another UI note. YNAB. So I'll just try to remember that. Just for fun, this is looking good. Same thing with stupid good deals. I think I'm gonna not fund that one. I also collapsed all of our, like I had a sinking fund for my laptop as well as my phone, and we didn't have any of those for Forest, so I just kind of doubled it and collapsed it all into one category because we don't buy that much new technology, but it is expensive when we do. Events, same thing, Black Friday, don't want to fund that because this is December and it's a weird amount and I won't need it from this budget month until like next year. I already have it fully funded for this year. And big day, I think I'll leave a couple of these funded and then try to fund a couple of the other ones from in the previous month. So I'll click assign money and see if I can remember all those things I want to change. So the first one was infrequent. I'm just gonna take out that gift money. The next one, stupid good deals. Actually, movies as well. I just need a total of 52 in there. So if I say 52 minus the amount I have in there, that is fully funded now. Taking out Black Friday. Wedding. I'm going to take out these two and leave the mini moon and honeymoon. And I think that was all I wanted to change. So that's December. So part of me wants to put this towards rent for next month because it pretty much covers our amount of rent that we have due. But I think instead of doing that, I'm just gonna, like I said, go back a month and contribute more to the wedding. I even have some cash in here that I was like moving money around. So you can see in here, I was moving money between like beverages and ice. It looks like a lot, and bachelorette weekend. Like I was just trying to basically fund as many things 100%, which is everything down here under this dashed line. So now I only have a few I would say like active things that I'm trying to fund for the wedding. So for example, bridal look, I got in the estimate for alterations and they were, guess what, more expensive than I thought. So I'm going to fully fund this one. So I'm looking in the sidebar, this last row, it says to go, and the amount is $574.49. And now this one's fully funded. I get to move this down. So I'm actually not sure if I'll need this amount because I've already bought shoes. I just need accessories. But I always forget that I also need or would like to have newer makeup. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't be quite that expensive. I might have a little bit overestimated what I need. And now meal catering. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to fully fund this one, which is okay. I wonder, I'm like so close to funding the mini moon, but that one is the furthest, one of the further ones away. I think I'll just put all of it into meal catering though. Great, and now I wonder what that does to my goal in December. I wonder if I should just fund this in December as well. Yeah, this is definitely what I want to do, definitely. Perfect. All right, so those are both our paychecks. We fully funded December, fully funded November, and yeah, we're going in strong into 2023 as a household. It's really exciting. I can't wait to get married. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and you feel like supporting me, you can follow me on TikTok, buy me a coffee, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.